Hey y'all, welcome back to Memaw's house, where we're eating good food, sharing good times, and we hope you enjoy your stay. Let's get to cooking. Here are the ingredients that we'll be using to make our lemonade pie. We're going to use 8 ounces of cream cheese, 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, a half a cup of lemonade concentrate, a teaspoon of lemon extract, a 3.4-ounce lemon pudding mix that's instant, 8 ounces of whipped topping. I'm going to make my crust out of old Southern pecan cookies and some butter, and we're going to get to cooking. So we'll start doing this by melting our butter because we got to get our crust made first. So I'm going to use 6 tablespoons of butter. That's 3/4 of a stick of butter. I'm going to go ahead and get this in my bowl and get it in the microwave to melt. We want to melt that all the way. Once it's melted, then I can go ahead and put in my crushed up cookies. So let's crush our cookies. I'm going to use 2 of these rows of cookies and we'll get them crushed into a nice fine crumb for our crust. Here's some cookie crunching music for you to enjoy. Now that that's all done and our butter is all melted, let's go ahead and combine the two and get it into our 9-inch deep dish pie crust. I'm going to go ahead and combine it first, just a little bit, just mix it gently in the bowl. And then once I get most of the butter mixed in with the cookie crumbs, we'll go ahead and get that into the pie crust. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and get it into the pie pan and then push it down gently into the pie pan until we have our crust the way we want it. I like to start with using my fingers because that way I can feel the thickness of the crust throughout the pan. And once I get it to the thickness all over the way I like for it to feel to touch, then I can go ahead and use my flat bottom measuring cup to press it in and get it pressed in well up to the sides and on the bottom. It doesn't take much. So I'm going to get this in, and I like to make sure that side is nice and flat because we want a nice foundation for our pie filling to go into. Now, once I get that all done, I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 5 minutes, just so that it can set up. So while that's in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and mix up my filling. And of course, as you can see, I've started mixing my filling by putting in my room temperature cream cheese, 1 block, and then I'm going to add my sweetened condensed milk. Now that that's all done, let's go ahead and measure out our half a cup of our lemonade concentrate. This still has a little ice in it, so you want to make sure that that is at room temperature as much as it can be, because we want to make sure that our cream cheese and our sweetened condensed milk can mold together or mix together well. Now I have added my lemon extract, a teaspoon of it, and now it's time to go ahead and mix all the ingredients together until nice and smooth. Now that that has been mixed well, let's go ahead and add the Jell-O instant pudding. Once the pudding has been added and we start to mix it, you'll notice that the color will change, and B, the thickness will change. It will get thick. Your filling will get thick. So let's go ahead and get that mixed in. Then it will be time to add the whipped topping. Once that whipped topping is done and added in, our filling is complete.
Hold on. I need to move it because she's right there.
Now I want to gently fold in my whipped topping so that it doesn't break the whipped topping down, because we want it to stay nice and light and airy. So let's just fold that in to what we have already in the bowl. Now that that is done and our crust has cooled, we're going to go ahead and add our filling into our crust. See how easy this pie is? This is a great dessert. If you are just in the mood for something sweet and you don't want it to be a big deal, but you want it to be a big deal, this is that pie, because it's tasty, it's good and rich, and it certainly does meet that criteria of filling that sweet tooth. So let's go ahead and get our filling in, and then we'll get it all decorated up and put our lemon slices. You see I got my lemon slices over there to the left. I'm going to get my lemon slices on for decorations. And I'm just using a little bit of leftover whipped topping. I put it into one of the piping bags. And we're going to go ahead and decorate this pie on up so that we can have a pretty pie to have on our dinner table. Now the lemons are on, and the pie is actually pretty just like it is, just by itself. But I think I'm going to add some more of because I had some left over, some more of the cookie crumbs on top. And that adds just that little layer of crunch on the top and the bottom of the pie. So now there's our lemonade pie. Delicious. And this pie is kept in the refrigerator. You store it in the refrigerator, and then when you are ready to eat it, just pull it out and it's ready to go. Unlike us, we may go ahead and bite into ours tonight. So here's a slice just to show you what the pie looks like after it's been sliced. This is a great dessert to kick off summer with, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make it for my family today. Y'all be blessed, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. We'd love to have you over here at Memaw's house.